Okay, here we go. Finally, got an hour and a half later than scheduled. Where's it scheduled? Steve confuses me when I talk to him. I think it's scheduled. Yeah, proper speed. So we got Paolini against Cocciaretto, two local players. They played twice before. Last time was in December 2020. That was on a hard court. Cocciaretto won that one in 3 sets. Paolini won on clay in 2019. Overall win percentages and also clay win percentages, that's on the main tour, stronger for Cocciaretto. Paolini's had some decent results. Reached semis in Warsaw and Palermo in July. Cocciaretto reached quarterfinals in Bucharest in July and reached challenger quarterfinals and a final this season. Main tour clay stats for 2022 are pretty close on serve. Cocciaretto has much better return stats. It's going to be really close. Good chance of 3 sets. I give a slight edge to Cocciaretto, but really can go either way. Depends how they perform on the day, obviously. Initially looking to lay Paolini around 1.5, take some liability out around about the evens mark. And I say a decent chance of 3 sets. I won't be looking at the chat until the end of the match. So by all means ask questions, but I won't see them until later. I also won't be able to show the video of the match in the live stream for copyright reasons. I did do that once on a live stream and they shut me down pretty quickly. So I do have the stream on another screen other than the one that I'm recording, so I can see what's going on. I'm sure you all have the internet at home or you wouldn't be here, so you can watch the stream on your own. Once the tennis profits streaming graphs and the in-play stats become available, it's usually partway through the first game that they pop up. I'll move those over and move the flash score stats onto another screen. I'm still going to be using those, but I haven't got room for everything. I do like the flash score ones because they update quicker. Costs a fortune to get stats to update at the same speed. As I was saying earlier on in the hour and 45 minutes I've been waffling on before we got to the actual start of the stream proper. Looking at doing these streams for TradeShark members a couple of months, so every other week. Just so often doesn't feel like there's enough hours in the day to do everything for TradeShark, for the trading advice emails, for tennis profits, to actually trade myself. The day's packed. It's better than working for a living though. Okay, Paolini is going to serve first. With the prices as they are, certainly not going to enter at the start. In the last year on Claire, they both held serve just over 63%, 63 for Paolini, 61 Cocciaretto. Return points won, better for Cocciaretto. Predicted holds using the stats for last year, better for Cocciaretto. She leads the first serve points won percentage, and Paolini is a little bit better on the second serve points won. Everything shouts 3 sets for this one. Okay, finally, here we go. I'll lean it up first. Liquidity pretty low at the minute, 14,000 matched. Those of you who've known me a while will know that I used to say you needed at least 50,000 matched at the start of the match, or it wouldn't be good enough liquidity. That's not the case anymore. Um, Traders don't like to have that much money pre-match in the market. As long as decent amounts are coming in after every point, more than enough to trade, and because it's a main tour match, the money's going to start coming in as soon as people start getting involved. Slow start from Paolini. Oh, actually, the TP live stats are available already. Amazing. Obviously, the graphs aren't going to tell you very much for the first few games. Excuse me, what I do in these streams is every move I make, not going to burst into song, Every trade I make, definitely, I will explain why I'm doing it. If I'm trying to make a decision as to which way I'm going to go, I'll do that out loud so that you can get an insight into how my brain works. Good luck with that. So I really see these sessions as a good chance to pass on as much information as I possibly can during a match. Good recovery here so far from Paolini, 1540 down. I actually love 40 down. If she does get the hold, be interesting to see how Cocciaretto responds to not taking those break chances. I thought they were standing very still. Strange, frozen. Okay, got another break point. The game stream, not the actual live stream, thankfully. So we start with a break. Now, if I was favouring Paolini, I may have a little back here. Can be risky, especially early on in a match, to get involved when it's close to evens or 2.0, however you want to say it. Because what you can get is traders will react to, say, in this next game, say Cocciaretto goes love 30 down, the price will really react towards Paolini. And there's no guarantee that they're going to get broken. They basically don't want to miss out on an early opportunity. And if you're on the right side of it, obviously fantastic, nice little profit. If you're not, the red can soon mount up. So it's a little bit of patience at the start, particularly when they start fairly evenly priced. And just use the opportunity to get an idea of how they're starting. You can't read too much into the first couple of games. Maybe get a feel for who's nervous. It's like they're both nervous from the service line. Oops. I just shut the wrong thing down there. Twit. Try that again. So we're going to have a lot of breaks in this one. It's an even worse service game. so far. And Paolini went above 40 down, almost recovered. Did have a gain point. I'd say Paolini has the edge in the first couple of games, but you can't read too much into it. Again, horrible price to get involved. Patience. Of course, if they keep getting broken, got to get in there and lay the server at some point, probably just as they start to hold serve. What I sometimes look to do um, is whichever player I'm favouring to win the match, while they're at a decent price, I'll just place a small back. Certainly nothing like full stake, just in case they do run away with it. But in this case, even if Cocciaretto were to break again here, she didn't win a point on a service game. To make it worthwhile, you need to have some confidence that they're going to be able to hold serve themselves. So again, patience can pay off. Give them a chance to get a little bit more money in the market as well. So she's saved 4 breakpoints so far in these 2 games. Is she going to save another? She is. If she does get the hold, that puts me in a tricky situation, because pre-match I was looking to lay Paolini around about 1.5. And if she goes a couple of points ahead, say she gets the hold and goes a couple of points ahead, we're easily going to hit 1.5 in the next game. I would prefer to see Cocciaretto at least win a couple of points on serve before I put money on her. So Paolini did have this score in her first service game, wasn't able to close it out. Still can't do that. can see this one being a nightmare. Strap in. Don't really want to be doing anything until I've seen that Cocciaretto isn't having an absolute nightmare on serve. Paolini's struggling, but at least she's winning a few points. Okay, she gets the holes. Good recovery again, this time able to close it. So you see we're already down at 1.6. So not a million miles away of where I planned to get in initially. But as I said, I just need to see that Cocciaretto was just having a bad first service game. A really bad first service game. With them both being Italians, they may well have family and friends in the crowd that they wouldn't have around the world. Never know how a player's going to react to that. Sometimes it can be extra pressure, sometimes they can like the fact that they've got familiar faces in the crowd. Cocciaretto's main problem in that first service game was she only found one first serve. That's got to improve. We're about to find out if it's likely. Second serve again. Okay, she's not filling me with confidence. I think if she does get broken, it's worth laying Paolini because she's also struggled in both her service games. She's got a point on serve. Get out the bunting. Second serve again. Ah, signs of life. Definitely worth a lay if she gets a break here. I think I would prefer Cocciaretto to get the hold just to help her confidence for later in the match. Not going to happen, I think. Saved it. I said she had to get more first serves in. She has achieved that in this game, so that's a positive. And winning a second serve point, also a positive. So you can see there, I did get my target price. It just didn't feel right until she had a few points on her own serve. Would have been risky, I think, to enter. She gets the hold. Right then, the original plan is back on. I think what was making me, I think I was right to be cautious anyway in that situation. But was it last week? I think the first 5 matches, one particular day, was like 6-love or 6-1, and against the player that I was favouring. Most of them did recover to come back and at least get a break in the second, but makes you a bit twitchy. Right, so hopefully they've bedded the serves in now. Proper match starts here. So I needed another hold from Paolini. A little bit of pressure in Cocciaretto's next service game, but we're in business. If anybody blindly followed my advice and entered at 1.5, have a nice little trade at the minute. Very nice little trade at the minute. Great points in every game so far. If she does get the break, I'll try a little late because the value isn't great. Just reduce the stake a bit. Lower value, lower stake, lower risk. Saved it again. Now save 7 of 8 break points. It's only 2 all. So if Paolini can get the hold, a little bit of pressure at the start of Cocciaretto's next service game. And we're cooking on gas, hopefully. Cocciaretto started finding her first serve in that last service game. 3 of 5 on her first serve. Only 2 of 7 on her second. Paolini just over 50% of points won on her first serve and 50% on her second serve, but only getting 59%, just updated. 59% of first serves in. Cocciaretto 42% of first serves in, which is made even worse by the fact that she's only won 2 points on a second serve. Go on, find a hold. Come on, you can do it. Liquidity up to 69,000. Okay, where are we at? 1.6. So I could enter now 159. The way this has gone so far, I would like a slightly better price. 1.5 looks like a decent shout from me, pretty much. Better price you get, the more you limit the potential loss. Very good chance that she's going to come under pressure in this next one. Cocciaretto been break points in every game so far. And it's the Paolini serve that's come under more pressure. She's faced 8 break points. Cocciaretto just the 2. I mean, that's the way they record it. She did go love 40 down in the first one, but she only actually faced one of the break points because the first one was taken. Right, we're going to get the price. Having waited for it, if I get it, then it goes tits up. That's tennis for you. Come on, don't have an easy hold. Don't have me sitting here for 2.5 hours so far. $15.30 might not be far away from 1.5. Patience. One of the biggest changes I made to the way that I trade from years and years ago is patience at the start. I always felt I should get involved pretty much from the first game. And if you do that, you've got to be right. And especially when it started as an evenly priced match. It's pretty much 50-50 whether you're right or not. It's great if you're on the right side of it. Pretty painful if you're not. I might have to revise my target price here. If Cocciaretto is going to hold, stats are still pretty ropey, not guaranteed. If she were to hold, and Paolini could scrape another hold, I'd be tempted to enter. And whilst I'm a lot more patient than I used to be, I do prefer to get my target price as soon as possible. Good value as soon as possible. It's got a chance to turn around. So a very slight edge for Cocciaretto so far, but really based on fewer break chances against her serve. Can still go either way. And anybody who's traded more than a few WTA matches will know that just because Cocciaretto maybe has a slight edge in the stats, it's not necessarily going to stay that way. It can literally change straight away, and she can lose the ability to do anything. Serve, return, anything you've taken a reasonable price. And it's an easy hold here. I'm not as confident taking that as I would have been a couple of games ago. Sometimes you need to trade the market as opposed to the score. And pre-match, I decided that 1.5 was value to late Paolini. So now I just have to trust that the judgment was right. I think the market's a little bit biased towards Paolini there. She has just served a service game to love. So purely on the stats, if you ignore the number of break points, Paolini has the edge. 60% first serves in. She's won 59% of the first serve points and 57% of the second serve. Cocciaretto, 50% first serves in, 56% of points won on her first serve, 44 on her second. So even though she's faced fewer break chances, Paolini has just lifted her level a little bit. Let's see if I'm going to get stung here. If it does go against me, you don't have to stay in. You can jump out and jump back in again. I'll say it's probably a little more likely that she's going to struggle here. If Paolini does get the break, that means she's serving for the set, which would put a little bit more pressure on her. Seeing the graph at the top, Cocciaretto in red, first serve percentage has really lifted. Paolini remained fairly static. That's a good hold, actually. We're not in a bad position now. A couple of double faults and a break, and we're cooking. So I could remove a little bit of liability now, but because I'm in at roughly where I want it to be, I'm going to try and let this run. Bit of pressure here. Often an easy hold will put pressure on the next service game. That didn't happen with Cocciaretto. Paolini held to love. She then held to, it was 15. So maybe it is going to have an effect on Paolini. Well, there's the double fault I ordered. Thank you very much. Is it a buy one, get one free? I'll have another. Now, am I going to regret not taking some liability out at 30? I say I'm trying to let it run a little bit. Paolini has been doing well, recovering from being behind. I'll take that double fault now, please. Not this time. Going to take some of the liability out. So down to 55 liability, which has improved break-even price to 141. Sort of low that she's now going to break, and I'll wish that I hadn't done it. It's definitely not a bad tactic. It'll save you more times than it hurts you. There we go. Down to 1.6. I'm going to leave that because even if she gets broken serving for the set, she's not going to be down at 1.4, isn't Paolini? So it's sort of a free bet, certainly a zero risk bet within the first set. Oh no, within the next game, not in the first set. Added pressure, serving for the set. She did hold easily in the last game. And I think it was a good sign that she held easily in that last game, with Paolini having held to love in the one before. I am tempted to hedge it actually. Oh, have I talked myself into? Yes, I have. Let's just leave a free bet just in case. The serve has actually been steadily improving. To be fair, both of them, the serve has improved. It would be difficult to get worse than the way they started the match. Okay, that's actually a pretty decent set from after a very dodgy start. Certainly, anybody blindly following my advice in the trading tips has come out of that pretty well. So now, looking at what we're doing in the second set, Paolini is going to serve first. She has only been broken twice. What I'm going to do is leave it as it is for now. And when she's had her service game, whether she holds or gets broken, we'll place a bit of a lay on Cocciaretto. It's just about in the stats, got a nose ahead. Again, if you ignore let's bring this over actually. If you ignore the break points for now, pretty even on first serve percentage, slightly ahead on first serve points won, which is where she really made an improvement. That's what's won of the set. She's also improved second serve. She's now slightly ahead there. And if we do bring that in now, she's faced fewer break points, broken just once, only faced 2 break points. She had 9 break points against Paolini, only managed to take 2, but pretty close set. Wouldn't surprise me if it goes to 3. Let's see how Paolini's game goes. Could obviously just take, I've got a free bet there for 100. I can hedge for 74, which is about 70%, which is not bad. I just think there's a bit more to get from this one. You should try and avoid over trading matches. Definitely something I've been guilty of. A number of times I'll get into a decent position and give some of the profit back by over trading a match instead of just saying, happy with that, move on. And also lost count of the number of times where I will keep on trading to try and get an extra 30, 40 quid out of something and end up giving all the profit away and ending up with a loss at the end. It's always nice to be in a zero risk position, just play with the green. But again, it's easy if you get carried away. It's easy to give it all back. Now, ideally, this is the reason I haven't done anything with it. Paolini's going to be disappointed to lose that set. Probably midway through the set, she was slightly ahead. Not for long, but she certainly looked like she was in with a shout of taking it. So she's going to be a bit pigged off. A good entry to a match can be to lay when a player is setting a break up. Can be a turning point. And there is obviously a chance that she's just going to sulk. Can't deal with losing that first set. So I am going to place a lay, but it's going to be a big one. Should I have taken 140? No, no need. No need. Famous last words. Let's say I'll be laying after this set, regardless of laying at the end of this game, regardless of who takes it. Cocciaretto not really converting enough of her break chances. She's going to throw this chance away as well. Prove me wrong. Nope, it's fine. Should have taken the 40. Still won't be a big late. But I would have preferred to put it in at the lower price. Missed an opportunity there. She's still not held, but probably will now. Just to spite me. Of course she does. So we'll put a little lay in. It's got to be a chance that she's going to come back, but she's only had two great chances in that first set. Often the second set's completely different to the first. Certainly seems to have found her own serve after that dodgy start. Depending how the set goes, there's obviously potentially an opportunity to add to the position. Because of the way I've got this now, the better the better Paolini does in the set, the worse my hedge position gets. Now, if I was favouring Paolini to win it, I'd have more of a lay, and I do want to add. If it looks like Paolini's going to be competitive, and I wasn't paying attention in that last one. Okay, Cocciaretto held to 15. She is looking the stronger player, so I'm happy having slightly more green on Cocciaretto. But if it does look like Paolini is going to be competitive, I can add a little to that lay. Setting a break lead. Like I said, it's not a bad entry. In fact, it's an excellent entry. Often is where a match will turn around, especially where they've been fairly even. If I'd favoured Paolini pre-match, I'd have laid more, obviously, because I'm expecting us to come back. The improvement of Cocciaretto through that first set is sort of confirming to myself that I called it right pre-match. As we know, these things can turn around on a sixpence. And the way I'm looking at the position I've got, I'm sort of thinking I'm going to add there purely because it's a set and a break. And it is one of my favourite entries because it turns around so often. Player who's gone a set and a break up just relaxes a little bit. They're almost relieved that the job done. Their intensity drops. I am a little bit undecided here. 69 hedge now. It's feeling like the right option. A lot has to happen before, well, a hell of a lot has to happen before we get close to the 100 that's on Paolini. I'll see how this next. I'm going to give Paolini one game to get a break back. If she does, I'll try and let it run and see if she can get a hold. If not, I'm probably going to hedge it. I don't like having. I don't like going against the player that I favoured because, whilst obviously I don't get them all right, I do okay. I get more right than wrong. And from what I've seen in this match so far, she did start terribly. They both started terribly. I'm thinking I've picked the right winner. It's a funny situation. We'll see. Paolini could make it a lot easier on me by breaking back. Normally the decisions are a lot easier around about this stage, but this one, don't know. Setting a break is doing its stuff though. Can she push on from here? She's not had many break chances in the match. Yeah, I think if Cocciaretto does get the hold here, I'm going to hedge it. Don't want to overtrade this. Paolini is just not getting the chances against the serve. Come on, give us a break. Last chance. Ooh, interesting. See, I could get just looking at the what if figure, kind of free bet for 93. I'd be better just hedging for the 70, know what I'm getting. Come on, take a break point. Don't think she's going to take it. I don't think she's going to do. I'm going to hedge. Don't like going against the player that I favour unless it looks like I've got it wrong. Now, if Paolini does break, great, got an opportunity of another entry later. Probably guarantees that Paolini's going to break now. There you go. Swines, they're all swines. They just wait till I get out before it turns around. It was difficult to know the right way to go with that. The initial lay at the start of the set meant that the better Paolini did, the lower my swine break, the lower my hedge figure was. But I had the bigger green on the player that I expected to win pretty much. Okay, let's see what happens now. In monetary terms, it wouldn't have made a massive difference, that break. I was still a little peed off that I got out then. You can't do the right thing every time. She's probably going to get broken straight back. I'm going to be more disappointed that I got out if Paolini now holds. Do I do it? Avoid FOMO. Just look at some what if figures. See, I could have virtually a free bet on Paolini, but why would I, based on what we've seen so far, which can change? I did expect 3 sets pre-match. I'm not going to be putting everything on her. Oh, tennis 12, not tennis 24. Flash score have cocked the stats up for this second set. Apparently, second serve points won for Paolini are minus 25%. Good job, guys. Well done. It's not the first time they've cocked up the stats this week. They will correct it in a couple of games. Yeah, this is looking like a break pack, which makes me feel better about where I got out. In monetary terms, we're not dealing with big stakes. Didn't actually lose out on very much. That's my story, and I'm sticking to it. So again, she's a set break. Mm. This is still my favourite entry. Stats for the set, assuming the stats are right. You start down when one of them's wrong, you start doubting the rest of the stats. Cocciaretto winning just over half a service points. Uh, let's give her a go. It's only money. At least with it being a slightly bigger lay than last time, we would get some benefit. If Paolini is able to put some pressure on again. The market's sort of writing her off so far. Right, come on, setting a break. Do your stuff. Don't let me down. The nice position is we've got green either way. Here we go, first point. And I'm probably going to wait until after the game before exiting. I'm going to try. If Cocciaretto does hold, I think I'll just hedge it and leave it at that. Probably handed enough of the profit back. It's worth trying a set and a break though. Probably went for a little bit bigger stake than I should have. Obviously it had worked once. Always a chance it's going to work again. And always a chance you're going to give a bit more of your profit away. Oh, never know. Big point coming up. Double fold to be good. She hasn't hit any in this set. If the stats are right. Oh, great point again. If she breaks, I don't trust her to hold. So it's going to be a hedge. Or probably the fact that I'm staying in means she's not going to break this time. The gambling gods hate me. It's not fair. Well, I've given her every chance. She's let me down. Not done yet. Some big lays going in there. I am tempted to hedge, if I'm honest. I'm sitting on my hands trying to not do it. The bank's safe. It's only profit that I'm potentially giving away. I would say the fact that I'm still in means she isn't going to break. She's not doing well at taking these break chances, is she? Really tempted to hedge. Oh, she's keeping me in there. Take the money and move on to another game. See, in a way, I feel like I've used too big a chunk of the profit for this late. So that's wanting me to get out. But I wanted to stay in just in case she does get the break, because it's going to bump the profit up. And either way, I'm not risking the bank. We're playing the green, playing with profit. No way. Leave it. Leave it alone. Second serve. Double fault. Awesome. And I'll hedge that one. And that, folks, is where I'm going to leave it. Obviously, there could well be opportunities um, if it does go to a third set. No guarantee it is. The last time she got the break, she was broken straight back. Um, if I was trading on my own, I would leave it at that. So that's what I'm going to do. So thanks for sticking around. It's been quite a long stream if we include the, is it 2 hours of me waffling on? I'll sort out the recording. I'll try and get it done over the next couple of days. I'm away for the weekend. Thanks very much. I'll see you on the next one.